everybody. Welcome to Missouri Star Live, our first live of 2020.
We're back, everybody.
We're back. I hope you guys had a fabulous holiday and a happy new year. We are so glad to be back and spending time with you.
Yeah, right?
You guys.
The kids went back to school today.
Yes.
I mean, life's getting back to normal.
Back to normal, back in the swing of things. So, new
And we get to hang out with all you guys.
Absolutely. Love it. So, let's see where we've got people tuning in from. We've got Royce from Texas, Vita from Baker City, Sue from Michigan. Thank you guys so much for being here.
We got Georgia. We got Happy New Year's from Kansas.
Just our little neighbors there in Kansas.
Looks like Cream Puff's here, Copper's here.
Awesome.
On YouTube.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. We have so much good stuff to cover. The first thing I want to talk about is the new Kona color of the year. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I think it's so beautiful. It's this gorgeous shade of green. It's the 2020 color of the year. It's called Enchanted.
All right, you guys got whoa, whoops.
Isn't that so pretty?
One sec, give me one sec.
We're short-staffed, but...
Okay, sound was off, but we're back.
Oh, you couldn't hear us?
Okay, we're looking at this beautiful thing. Mary, can you give us a close-up on that?
And you've got it on the overhead too, so.
If you turn that first
Mary's
wheel, it'll zoom
increasing her skills here
on
the lens. So this is called, like I said, this is called Enchanted. It's the Kona 2020 color of the year. It's available in all of their pre-cuts. So we've got it here for you to see. It's this beautiful emerald green color. I just love it. I'm so excited. I don't usually love green, but this one's speaking to me for some reason. So I'm excited to play with it.
Hey, that's a good green.
It is. It's beautiful. So Enchanted. So
all right, let's
you guys.
Let's story time for a minute.
Sure. What's the story?
Tell them about your Christmas break.
Well, unfortunately, most of our house was sick over Christmas.
No, I mean after Christmas.
Oh, after Christmas, we went skiing. We took the kids skiing, and it was so fun.
It was fun because it was the kids' second time.
Yeah, and so they just were so excited and just dove in. My youngest has no fear, so he's cutting through the woods and taking jumps off his skis. I was about to have a heart attack, but they just loved it. It was awesome. So we made some good family memories, and now they're back to school. But it was really, really fun. And then also, if you're just a fan of bright, beautiful colors and beautiful quilts, Kona produces this beautiful Kona Cotton Solids 365, a year of quilts, a year of color. It's a 2020 calendar, and it is so pretty. I don't know if you're familiar with Kona, but they have 365 beautiful shades, so one for every day of the year.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's super fun. And so when they were here at Birthday Bash, you could look up and figure out what color is your color. And so let's check out my birthday. I'm a September girl.
Wait. You got to pause on me,
Oh, okay. We'll check out Jake's first. July 7th is Jake. He's basil. It's green. I love it.
Very tasty. Goes good with Italian.
And then in September, mine is turquoise, which I love. So very, very fun.
That's the color of your front door.
It is the color of my front door. So I love that. So it's really, really fun and just a beautiful calendar. I have it hanging on my wall, and it makes me happy. It's so bright and cheerful. And since we are the Missouri Star Quilt Company and it's a new year, we thought we would start it off with the quilt that you guys ask about all the time, the one hanging behind me.
Hey, Misty, what's that quilt behind you? This
is the Missouri Star Quilt. It's the Missouri Star, so we are going to make it today. It's a nice big block. Look at this block. 23.5 inches of Missouri Star glory, and it's pretty fun, and we're going to break it down for you today. So what you're going to need, before I forget, we also have a brand new kit for our Missouri Star quilt.
What'd you say, Missouri
Star? I got real country there for a second. It's fine. Anyway, we have a brand new kit available that we're super excited about, and it's the exact same dimensions as this quilt that you see behind me. So that measures 74 by 97 and includes everything but the backing and the binding. So it's all the stuff you need. So what we're going to need to make this quilt is 1 pack of 10-inch squares, 4 yards of background fabric, and then 1 3/4 yards for your border. So that's what you're going to need. And then you're going to subcut your background yardage into some strips. And so the first one you're going to cut is...
All right, I got a shout out for Ashley. Welcome to the live.
Yeah.
I think Debbie, it was her first live too.
That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. So from your background yardage, like I said, you're going to cut that down into strips.
We have one more distraction. This is coming from the comments, okay?
Okay.
They want to know what December colors are.
Oh, what the December colors are? Let's see.
Just for you.
Shades of gray.
Paula. Ooh. Not 50, but
31. Pretty fun. Okay, so the first thing of your 4 yards of background fabric, you're going to cut 3 10-inch strips that you're going to subcut into 10-inch squares. So I've got those right here. And then you're going to cut 8. Said that wrong. 8 7-inch strips that you're going to cut into 7-inch squares. And I've got that here.
8 7-inch strips?
Yep.
This is for
the whole quilt.
Maybe just do one block. And then duplicate.
Well, I'll tell you what you need for the whole block.
Okay,
I got this covered.
That's fine.
Okay. So then you need to cut 6 1/4-inch strips. You're going to need 8 to make the whole quilt, and you're going to cut that into 6 1/4-inch squares. Now, for each block, you're going to need 1 10-inch square of background, and 1 10-inch square that's going to make your, let me find it here, like your square in a square here. And so I'm going to use this turquoise for mine. And then you're also going to need 2 more 10-inch squares of print that you will subcut into 5-inch squares, and those are going to make your little star legs here.
Yeah, print or solid.
Print or solid, but we're going to call it print just for this, to make it less confusing. And then you're going to need 4 7-inch squares. Make sure I'm telling you right. So 4 7-inch squares, and remember this is for 1 block, and then 4 6 1/4-inch squares. So everything you see here is what you're going to need to make 1 block. So step 1, we're going to take our 10-inch print and background square. And remember, this is to make the center of our star. We're going to stack those. Because my background doesn't have the pinked edges, I'm going to use it as my guide. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this down to 9 1/2. And because I can, I'm just going to go ahead and cut off all of my pinked edges so I don't have to look at them. Okay, so I've got that. Da, da, da. And you could just cut 2 sides if you wanted, but like I said, I want it to be real easy for you guys to see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all 4 so I don't have any pinked edges on this one.
So we're cutting it down to what size?
9 1/2 inches square.
Copy that.
All right. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sew a 1/4-inch seam all the way around all 4 sides. So we'll do that right now. Get all situated. This is one of those blocks that you do want to be as accurate as you can with your 1/4-inch. But you'll have plenty of opportunities to square it if you get a little bit off. So I just lift my presser foot and pivot. One more side there. Oops. was still attached. There we go. This is our last side. Okay, trim your threads, and then we're going to cut this corner to corner, both directions. And the thing that you really want to watch for is you just want to cut where your two seams intersect.
Wait, show that one more time.
Right here where the two seams intersect, here and here. So I'm just going to line my ruler up on that on both sides, and then cut. And the same thing the other direction. Okay, and then we're going to press these open. Go ahead and press to the dark side.
Somebody's asking if that gives you all biased edges on the triangles.
It does.
It does. You got to be careful.
You just don't want to stretch it too much. The bias can be your friend as long as you don't pull or tug. So you don't need to necessarily fear it as long as you are careful when you are pressing. Okay, so now we're going to square this up to 6 1/4. So I'm using a block lock here. And 6 1/4 is the size that we're going to square most of our, or all of our blocks to. So that's something you're going to want to keep in mind. We need to trim a little here, not too much.
So you're trimming up all 4 of them?
All 4 of them, yep. And again, we just want it to be nice and square, super accurate. Whoops. Make sure I've got it turned the right way. And on this second side, I'm just trimming a tiny bit off.
If you've got any questions so far,
yeah, let me know.
Shoot them out, guys.
Just gonna keep squaring these. Ooh, awesome, yeah. Debbie says she's gonna come see us in Ocala. That will be fun. We're excited to be in Florida. Get some sunshine. Oops. Gotta make sure you've got this nestled on your seam the right way. I had it right the first time. There we go.
Wait a second, we're going to Florida?
In March, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a honeymoon.
You're crazy. All right. So if you're just joining, we've got some half square triangles. We are squaring those up to 6 1/4. And I have got those ready to go. And now we're going to assemble those like a square and a square with our white to the center. So we're going to go ahead and sew these together just like that. Take that to the machine. And then we
some people are asking why their squares are wonky. And that might be it, is you're just tugging on them maybe a little too hard, or pulling them through, or pushing them through.
Yeah, you really want to let the feed dogs do the work. You don't want to push or pull too much, especially if you're working with a bias edge. But like, I don't know, you can't really see here, but they're just a little off. And because of the bias, I can pull those together and make them match. But I'm just adjusting slightly. I'm not doing anything too crazy to make sure, whoops, that they stay where I want them to. But I'm really just letting the machine do the work and just guiding the fabric, not pulling on it. And then just make sure we've got this one lined up. Put it through the machine as well.
Sandra says, this is my first time watching you live. Do you guys do this often?
We do this every week, every Tuesday at 11 Central. Thanks for joining us. All right, so I've got those two, and I'm just going to fold these now this way. You can take a minute and press it if you want. Since I know they're nice and square, I'm just going to nest my seams and just sew them together here.
Marlene was asking if you recommend pinning.
You absolutely can pin if you feel like it will make it more secure for you. I feel pretty confident in this. I've made a lot of these, and so I hold it at the junctures where it's important to me that they match up. But I know some people are way more comfortable with pins, so just do whatever is easiest for you. And if you're worried about the bias, then pinning is definitely a great option. All right, so now we have the center of our block ready to go. We're going to go ahead and give this a press, and then we're going to set this aside while we work on our star legs. Oops. You just don't want to warp the fabric. I'm trying to just press those seams, and then our center is ready to go. So we're going to set that aside for now, and then the next step is to take our other two print 10-inch squares, and we're going to cut these in fourths. So we're going to turn it into 4 5-inch squares of each color, but I'm just going to keep them stacked together. Straighten that up a little bit. There we go. Oops.
Misty, are you going to Road to California this month?
I am going to Road to California. I'm so excited. I haven't been to California in a long time. Okay, so we've got these cut into 5-inch squares, and now we're going to sew on either side, just parallel seams, not all 4 sides, on each of these sets. I'm just going to probably do one for the sake of time because I have some other ones ready to go, but I want to make sure you guys see. Actually, I'll make 2 so I can show you what we need to do here. There we go, is 1. We'll go ahead and do 1 more.
Kim was asking if the kit is completely cut for us.
It is not. You will have to do the cutting. So the 10-inch squares are pre-cut, but then it's just background yardage. Okay, so there's my first side. Now remember, I'm going to do the opposite side with my 1/4-inch seam. Make sure those stay lined up. Okay. Now I've got these, as you can see, sewn on opposite sides. And the next thing, you would do this to all 4, but because I have this some others halfway done, I'm just going to do this to 2 to show you. You're going to put, you're going to divide them in half, 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and the ones on this side, you're going to cut this direction, corner to corner, and the ones on this side, you're going to cut this direction, corner to corner. It's really important that half go one way and half go the other. So that's the most important step. So we're going to cut this one this way, and then you can see my seams and my colors will match up just like that. And then this one we're going to cut this way. And my seams are going to go the opposite way. We're just going to take this and press these open. Now you might have like a little stitch from where you sewed all the way down. It'll just pop right out. You don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to go ahead and press these to the red since it's a darker color. that seam. Set those aside.
They want to know what baby lock that is you're using.
That is the Jubilant. There's that one. And this one. Okay. So then now what you're going to do is you're going to take those 7-inch squares that you cut at the beginning out of your background, and we're going to cut those corner to corner. And remember, for each block you're going to need 4 of these, but I'm just going to make 1 for now. And so once you've got that cut in half, I go ahead and I fold it in half long ways, and I'm going to finger press right there in the middle. And then I can take that finger press and I can line it up on my center seam here. And then I'm just going to take this to the machine, and we're going to sew a 1/4 inch on that long side. Okay. And then we'll press this open. And you would repeat this for all of your sets of star legs. There's 8 per block, but we're just going to do the 1 for now, and then we're going to also square these to 6 1/4 to make sure everything is lining up just how we need it to.
Oh yeah, people were asking what ruler you're using to
This
square.
is the 6 1/2 inch block lock ruler that I'm using. I find it works really well. So we're just going to trim a little bit off these sides here, and then we're going to turn, find our 6 1/4 line, make sure we're all good to go, and trim. And there you go. And so then, like I said, you're going to repeat that, and then you'll have 8 of those legs ready to go.
Janet had a
4
question.
and 4. Okay, what's the question?
She was talking about the iron. She was wondering if there's ever little pieces get stuck in those feet when they're coming up and down.
Oh, I never have any trouble with it. I've never noticed it before, so I don't think so. So now we've got those squared to 6 1/4. Let me get some of this out of the way. And we're going to need our 4, where did I set those? Got too many pieces here, guys.
Is it the largest block that block lock will square?
It will square 6 1/2. It's a 6 1/2 inch.
So it goes up to that.
Goes up to 6 1/2. We squared to 6 1/4. Okay, and so now we're going to assemble our block. I've got my 6 1/4 inch background squares that are going to be for the 4 corners. So I'm going to go ahead and drop these in, just like so.
So you get your center first.
Got my center first. It's ready to go. And then we're going to assemble our star legs. And so you're going to put it, let me make sure I've got this turned the right way, like so, white together, white together. Oops, that's not right. Hold on, I'll get it. There we go. White together, and one more. White together. And then you can see we're just going to assemble this in rows. So we'll sew these together.
It's so pretty.
And these together. And then when you're all done, where did I put my block? Right here. You will have a beautiful block just like this. Isn't that so fun? Such a great big block. And what's super fun is if you want to just make one, it makes a great wall hanging. It's a great little gift. And if you come to visit us at Missouri Star, you should probably make one to remember your trip. I mean, obviously. But yeah, do you guys have any questions? I kind of went through it pretty quick, but it's pretty straightforward.
Some information on the double wedding ring quilt.
Oh, double wedding ring. Val, when I make one, I will give you as much information as I can. It's just tricky. It's beautiful. And if you truly want to make a double wedding ring, it's difficult. And that's okay. It's just time consuming. But if you're determined, you can do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, just get a pattern and do it.
Just get a pattern and just do it. But it is more advanced, but that's okay. Any other questions?
I think that is it. Let's get one more. Mary, can you point that camera down just a little bit more so we can get one more shot of the finished layout?
You got it.
Awesome.
And then do you want to talk through putting this together?
I can.
How would you sew it?
I kind of mentioned it already. So you just sew this row, then you sew these two together, and you'll sew that to your center block, and then you sew this row, and then you'll just attach those to your middle. It's just really quick.
Bada boom, bada bing.
And because it's all squared so nicely, it comes together perfectly. Just really, really easy.
I mean, what a way to start off the new year. You know what I mean? This was great. This was great.
Yes, thank you guys so much for being here with us. To make the full-size quilt, there's 12 in this quilt, so 3 across, 4 down. But like I said, 1 makes a great wall hanging if you just want to, you know, have something cute on the wall in your sewing room.
And the kit makes the entire thing, right?
The kit makes this full-size quilt, exactly. So check it out. We would love to see it. And also, if you don't want to do the kit and you just want to pick your own 10-inch pack, they're on sale today. We have a layer cake sale. So
what is that? The daily deal or
nope, just a sale.
Layer cakes are on sale?
Yep, layer cakes are on sale on our website, so check them out.
Go and get one. Grab some background yardage. How much background yardage you need?
4 yards. 4 yards of background.
4 yards of background yardage. Grab a 10-inch square.
And a pack of 10-inch squares, and you're good to go. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful
Happy
day.
New Year.
Happy New Year, and we will see you next week.
Yep, we'll see you. Bye.